Alright, got this party started. And ieLLiMo is saying 1 minute. So let's just get a little bit into the background here. Tonight we're doing a match from Group D between Franz and ieLLiMo, which is another TVP. Looks like both players are NA East, so this is the best possible ping for either one, pretty much. First match to be played in Group D so far. Let's see how these players did in their groups. Let's see. Let's find him here. Franz. Looks like Franz was in Group D. Came out with a score of 2-1. Came out second, so well done to him. Whoops. That's the wrong thing to drag. Let's drag this instead. And ieLLiMo actually won his group 3-0, only dropping a single map, so that's impressive. It looks like we've already done picks and bans, so the first map I think is going to be Pillars of Gold. So let's just look, since we got a few minutes. So ieLLiMo went 2-0 against everyone except for Asta. So I recognize a lot of names on here, but ieLLiMo's a name I recognize, but I haven't really seen him play much, so I'm going to ask him how to pronounce it. Maybe he can correct me. Franz, I think I've got that. ieLLiMo. Like Alamo, but slightly different. Slightly different. ieLLiMo. So we'll go with ieLLiMo. ieLLiMo, ieLLiMo, ieLLiMo. A little bit of banter in the lobby beforehand. I did check their MMRs. And I think ieLLiMo was around like 4,600. And Franz is around 3,700. So we definitely have a favorite here. But you know, sometimes that's just the best time to pull out your best cheese builds. So, whoops, let me get into the game before I do that. Spawning in the bottom left corner of Pillars of Gold, playing for Cryptic Gaming, we have Franz. I screwed it up. I said I had it, I didn't have it. And spawning in the top right corner, playing for Platinum Heroes, we have ieLLiMo. Green Protoss. So another PvT. If anybody was here a couple days ago, we got to cast some TVP. Those games had a lot of decisive pressure builds from the Terran. So interested to see if we're going to see something similar or maybe something a little bit different. I'm also keeping an eye out to see if any Protoss are going to try the parting opener. I haven't seen it yet. I've played around with it some myself, and sometimes it feels really strong, and sometimes I feel like a complete idiot for even trying it, so. So far, looking about as standard as possible. Probably single racks into CC, single gateway into core in a Nexus. And we're going to have a Marine first. And ieLLiMo is going to see the Marine. Oh, I think he's going to lose the probe. A little unfortunate. But once you see the Marine, it gives you a little bit more leeway to like chrono boost out in the depth, send it across the map, try to put a little pressure on. Because you assume there's not going to be a Reaper coming behind it. Something I've seen a little bit lately is going reactor second and then reactoring out 2 Reapers for like a late harass. Which can be pretty effective, if especially if all the units move out for the Protoss. Twilight Council, I think we're going to have a proxy DT Shrine, be my guess. Quick third command center for Franz. So, not going to have a quick Raven, so probably going to have to rely on scans to fight off the first couple DTs, if that is what we end up getting. So let's hope he saves a little bit of energy for that. Yeah, so there are 2 Reapers, but it's actually after 2 more Marines, so that's going to be some very late pressure with those. First the depths across the map, shading on in. Could let that finish. Ooh. Good decision there. He's going to be able to scout that this was an early 3rd CC build. Going to manage to pick off a couple SCVs and even get away. Really annoying delaying these buildings. Doesn't quite get that 3rd SCV, but still 2 SCVs just for shields. Definitely worth it. Raise the depots. Coming back in to be even more annoying. Ooh, nice job hiding that SCV for a second in there, at least. So, luckily for Franz, he is going ahead and getting some blind missile turrets, so that will give him some vision against this Dark Shrine up here. Unfortunately for him, he's still taking a little bit more damage than you would want. Oh, don't tell me that gets away. Yeah, okay, that can't get away. Still, I think overall that was 4 SCVs killed. So a really great opening from ieLLiMo right there. I like that he's got vision everywhere. I think he's warping in the DTs right here. So there is a turret in the main. None in the natural yet. He's got at least 1 scan. Oh, this command center never finished. Does he know? I didn't know. That adept that canceled the building, he hasn't started building it again. So here's the first DT. Doesn't seem to be seen yet, but he's going to make his presence known pretty shortly. So it should be a scan to clean that up, and hopefully he'll start making a missile turret down here somewhere. Other side of the map, there's some probes going down somewhere. I missed. First scan is going to be able to take out both DTs. Neither DT! Oh, that's actually really rough. But they are going to walk into turret range, maybe. We're still quite a few seconds away from another scan. He needs to... Oh, need to get back to that missile turret. And probably start a second one somewhere. Not going to be able to get one up in the natural. Does take care of the first 2 DTs. But there are 2 more down here. Should have a scan. Yeah, he does have a scan now. But the slow drip of DTs is going to keep coming. And at this point, even if Franz does manage to clean up the DTs, the fact that he spent the money for this 3rd so early and he's just now going to be finishing it, really bad. It's going to put him pretty far behind. Might be able to get up this missile turret. No, good job by ieLLiMo. Right now I think he's going to focus it down. And honestly, at this point, it's probably enough damage that we're just about in GG territory. On the other side of the map, ieLLiMo does have his third up and running. He's got charge coming up behind this. Floating a few minerals more than he probably should, but I don't think it's really going to matter. Canceling combat shields right there, he's just killing all of these add-ons. And yeah. Gotta give it to Franz for fighting hard. Doesn't want to give up in a tournament match. Does end up losing this, could have lifted that. But it is a little hard to manage DTs everywhere all at once, for sure. Quite a few stims on these Marines. There's no medevacs out yet, so taking quite a bit of damage. Looks like for now, ieLLiMo's he's content with backing off. Doesn't have to kill him right yet, honestly. He should be able to just get a few more gateways. I don't know that he really needs the robotics bay, but it certainly doesn't hurt. Fourth base and robo bay seems a little overkill for me. I think I would just get a few extra gateways and finish the job, but you know, one ahead, get more ahead definitely still is true. I think he's in a good place to win this game. It makes my job a little bit harder to try to find a little bit of excitement in this game, but we'll see. You know, maybe we could get a miraculous drop somewhere that kills off a base or two, or maybe some godly Widow Mine hits or something. Yeah, see, the worker count is hugely in ieLLiMo's favor. He's just now really starting to get his army count up. It was actually even until just a few seconds ago, so. Getting that +1 right now for ground weapons, getting 2 Colossus at a time, which will fare pretty well against this bio army once it gets a couple out. This army right here is not too big. I think it's probably big enough. Oh, now it's definitely big enough. Thinking maybe there's some way he could try to catch it or something like that. A good way to play against the robotics bay is, you know, trying to drop everywhere, multitask. But I think this might be the moment when we see GG. Targeting down those medevacs so our Terran player is not going to be able to get away. Part of this army getting left behind a little bit. Gonna try to stem and run away. And he does save a decent chunk of bio, but he is down almost 50 army supply and 3 bases now, so probably a matter of time. Really good map vision by ieLLiMo. I'm pretty impressed with that. Observers and pylons everywhere, so find DTs. And the only place he doesn't really have vision, that's where he's putting his army, so it'll be ready. No warp prism, but he does have these pylons around, so he can warp in from just about anywhere. Is Storm done? Storm is not done. It's not researching, so that was just maybe not enough gas to get 2 Archons, or 2 Templar for an Archon. And here comes the big push. Supply Depot's doing a decent job of messing up the Colossus AI, but we'll see if it's enough. They are going to shoot him down, and yeah, that is GG. So, game 1 goes to ieLLiMo. We'll update my little score thing here. See, not too much to say about that game. The DTs really just did too much damage in the beginning, so well, even before that, that first adept kind of did too much damage. I think that's one of the drawbacks of going Marine first. I think you can, you know, get a few extra units, get a little bit of tech out faster without the Reaper. But he didn't have any warning that it might be DTs, you know? He didn't really have any scouting information at all. When I missed those 3 probes dying, I'm pretty sure that must have been when the 2 Reapers finally went across the map. But it was a little bit too little too late, so... It looks like Franz is having a lobby bug, so might have to let him relog. So just a minute or two to kill. We'll scroll back on down here to Group D. Here we go. Looks like we got the lobby made. Yeah, and Franz is just gonna have to relog real quick, so no big deal. So how are you guys doing? It's pretty hard to chat with the chat when I've got a 2-minute delay, but it's a tournament game, so definitely need to keep that little delay on just to keep things kosher. Looks like we might have Franz back. We're good to go. So I did miss the picks and bans, but our second map is going to be Romanticide. So, spawning in the bottom right corner of Romanticide, we do have our green Protoss playing for Platinum Heroes. He is ieLLiMo. Good luck, have fun, and also frosty beer. Spawning in the top left corner of Romanticide, playing for the clan Cryptic Gaming, we do have our blue Terran, Franz. And we got best of 3, and ieLLiMo's up 1-0. Look at me, I'm professional, I remembered. So, interested to see if we're going to have anything slightly different this game, or if See if ieLLiMo is kind of the if it ain't broke, don't fix it type. So far, the same standard openings out of both players. But, you know, it's not really late enough for anything to have happened yet, so. Interesting to see maybe ieLLiMo could go Nexus before Core because he saw the Marine first last game, but nope, Core before Nexus to be a little bit safer. Ooh, that SCV is really low HP. Bold if you're going to build the command center with that one. The probe is very low HP. Fight! Fight to the death! Oh, the RNG! Let's see how the RNG... Oh my gosh, the SCV stayed in the middle for so long. Come on, Marine. Come on, Marine! Yeah! That was really close to getting that SCV kill there. So Marine first straight into Reactor again. And let's see where the first 100 gas or so is going to go for ieLLiMo. I think we already had a proxy probe out on the map by about this time last time. Stalker second, which I also think is different from last time. So we do have this SCV coming across the map. He's going to be able to sneak past this, sneak past the Adept. Is he going to go into the main and get the scout on that Twilight? Not yet. ieLLiMo not choosing to build a wall at the normal wall in location. Good job raising the depots this time by Franz. Gonna lose one SCV, but that's a lot better than what happened last time. So a much better start already. So I think this is basically the exact same build from Franz. It's got the early third command center, second racks, and the engineering bay. So SCV, at least he knows what's in the natural. He didn't manage to scout the tech. So that Adept is finally cleaned up. These two Reapers going to go across the map. See what sort of damage they can get done. Did ieLLiMo see... Did not quite see that third command center. But he may well suspect it to be the same build because he saw the two racks. We'll see. Looks like this time ieLLiMo opting for a very standard... Ooh, force field. Yeah, really good. Really well done. So very standard macro defensive 2-gate robo with blink. Pretty good at defending kind of anything early. You can get out pretty early Colossus with this. This isn't the fastest possible Colossus variety because you got the third base first, but it's really good at handling like those 7-minute sort of stim timing pushes with a lot of bio. But I'm not sure that Franz is going to have a really strong 7-minute push because he did get that early third CC. So about 11 worker advantage for ieLLiMo. That's definitely a little bit on the higher end of what's possible there. Doing a good job micro in here. Going to be able to pick off a few Marines. And every unit counts. Franz electing to take this high ground position. Going to make it more difficult to get free pickoffs. Sort of interesting with the Immortal first. I don't see that very often. Unless there's like unless you know there's like tanks coming on the way, sort of thing. So Franz starting to get up the rest of his production, getting up to that 5 racks kind of early magic number. So again, ieLLiMo with the great vision. So he's going to see exactly when this third base is trying to come down. I'm not going to be able to stop it right now. There's enough bio here to push away these few stalkers, for sure. little bit of an ambitious blink, but luckily concussive shells is not done yet, so... Really good job getting value out of just having a couple units for ieLLiMo there. Colossus and Thermal Lance is on the way. Stim just now finishing up, but it doesn't look like we're going to have a timing attack anytime real soon. Just going to continue to macro up for a little bit for right now. Just barely out of range there. So ieLLiMo keeping his nice tempo advantage, going for a nice early fourth. And look at these, this map vision, really impressive. Crazy patrol patterns. Got the spotter pylons for drops. Nice observer. Now there's one path like this way that you could maybe sneak a medevac out. But other than that, not much is getting through. So army supply pretty even. The worker lead has actually been cut down a decent amount. It's only 8 worker lead for ieLLiMo. And he's feeling confident with 3 Colossus to push out across the map. He's got Storm on the way. Might not be finished for this first fight, but it'll be finished just a few seconds after, probably. Gonna shave off a couple units here is Franz, and that's a good start to the fight. So it looks like for now ieLLiMo's gonna stop at 3 Colossus, which is again another kind of a magic number. Good job by Franz picking one off there, losing a few bio units, but I think that was a good trade. He does not have any Vikings, so if ieLLiMo wants for now, he could actually keep producing a little bit. Gonna spot that drop with that observer. Blinks forward, is he gonna? Oh, he does pick off one medevac. Probably should have just kept going with this one, because you're not gonna get away that direction. Might could have at least got here and dropped a few units, or maybe made it down to this dead space. So started out as a pretty decent trade for Franz, but losing 20 supply and those medevacs actually hurts quite a bit, because that's just straight up 20 army supply missing. They would be tied right now. Nice little catch here. I'm not sure if those gateway units were trying to do a little run by here, but they do go down pretty quickly. Widow Mines need to burrow pretty quickly. No Widow Mines going to be able to get any shots off. Decent kiting here, but there's a lot of AoE damage for the Protoss army. Most of this bio is getting cleaned up. Viking production has started. Ghost Academy has started as well, but is there enough to survive this attack right now? Got at least a couple storms ready. Oh, and those are money storms. Oh yeah, all this bio is almost dead. Couple Vikings coming out, but there's not going to be enough to focus down anything yet. This Colossus in the back doing wonders. And I think all the splash damage is going to be a little bit much for Franz. And ieLLiMo, no, ieLLiMo. Platinum Heroes ieLLiMo is going to take the series 2-0.